to another Breaky in bed with FoxBlockhead. Sit back, relax for the next 10 minutes or so, and I'm going to show you this game right here. It's called Mini Metro. I really like the way that they've done this opening credits page here. But this isn't the game. Please believe me, this isn't the game. But it gives you an idea of the game. You've got different coloured train lines, metro lines if you will, and you've got to put the trains around there to make them take the passengers where they need to go. I've played this for a little bit. I enjoy it. It's like a little puzzle type of a game. You've got London is the first one you start with, and once you've met the minimum requirements, you can move to Paris. Then there's New York City, Berlin, Melbourne, Hong Kong, Osaka in Japan, the St. Petersburg, Montreal. I think I've probably only played Montreal once. Sao Paulo, what does it say? 16 minutes, maybe twice. Sao Paulo, Cairo, and Auckland. I've played Cairo a couple of times. You can see 38 minutes. And Auckland, 9 minutes I've played. That one got really hard. So I'm going to skip back to Melbourne, something close to home. We're going to hit play here. And there's a couple of different game modes you can play. There's normal game mode. Which is what I'm playing here. And all you do is you've got different colours down the bottom here. I've got orange, green, and aqua, teal. And look, it's showing me, hey, you haven't put any tracks down. Put some tracks down. So you click and drag, and I put a track down. So that's a tram track. I'm going to put another one there. I'm going to put another one there. There's my 3 tram tracks. I've used my 3 trams, and I've got 2 more bridges to go. You can see that little circle down the bottom there. And this is the game. Basically, you watch what your trams do. They buzz around and collect the passengers and take them where they need to go. You can see that green tram going across. If he gets a triangle or a square like he just did, he's going to pull the square across to the other circle, stop, leave it there for the orange guy to pick up. He'll drop him up the top. So at the moment, if a triangle pops up, it needs to get transported across and then up to the square and then across to the triangle. And then each week, we've got another one. So I'm going to extendo this one over here. So now our green one goes to 3 circle train stops, which I try and avoid doing too many of the same one, because then he's just picking up passengers and dropping them all off at a hub, so to speak. Actually, the sounds on this are actually really kind of cool. Let's see if I can pull the sounds up. Let's turn the audio on. It might be a bit loud though. Let me show you what happens if I do this. I'm going to take this blue and go up and around and up and around, and we'll turn it into a loop. So he's going to keep doing a bit of a loop up the top there. Keep dropping them off instead of the other 2 trains, which are going backwards and forwards. I just like the sounds that they're very soothing sounds. And if I wanted to delete a train track, for example, take this orange one across the bottom, we don't need the green one going there anymore, so we just take the end of the green, touch it to the station that we want to release, and release it. And if we want to join this aqua coloured one up to the new circle, we can click on the very middle of the track, take it up to the circle, and do that. There we go. Okay, so week 2, we've reached the second Monday of the game. We get a new tram, and then we get to choose, do we want a carriage, or do we want 2 more bridges? Well, since I've got 2 bridges, I'm going to choose the carriage. Wow, that's a lot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the carriage on the orange line, and I'm going to put the new tram on the blue line. We'll get 2 trams actually. Yeah, let's do that. We'll see how that goes for just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to turn the sounds off. There's also this night mode here. If I turn that off, wow, it's bright. Let's go back to the game. You can see it's a bit different in the daytime. Quite the bright game, but I'm going to turn that off. I like night mode engaged. There we go. And I don't like playing it very much with the sound off, because I really enjoy listening to the sounds of the game. It's very soothing, very zen-like. I enjoy that. But this is the game. So you play it, and what do we do here? let's do this. Let's release him from there, and then we'll go him into there, and him to there. We'll take orange off. There we go. So you can keep adjusting the tracks and where they go and what they do. And who they talk to. What if we did this? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, hang on, but then we don't have a then we don't have a connection to that. That's no good. I mean, you could probably do that. Probably have completely separate tracks if you wanted to. Oh, bumped the microphone. I've never done it before like that, but it, like I said, it's highly likely that you could do it. Let's do that actually. That looks a bit nicer. And because we've got the two trams up the top, they're called trams in Melbourne. Because we've got the two trams up the top, they can just go backwards and forwards. Let's move you. Let's separate you trams just a little bit. We keep them going. And then as the train stations build up with passengers, you then have to try and release those passengers. Let's do that. That makes a bit more sense. And the way that I like to play the game is I try and make the game feel like an actual tram system. I try to have routes going through. You don't have to play it like that, of course, but that's just the way that I like to play it. Have routes crossing through, different routes taking you to different places. Oh, now let's do this. Let's take a new train line rather than the carriage. Now you just have to be careful because what I did one time is I actually used my spare tram and then tried to build a tram line, and it didn't work. I didn't have a tram line to build. So, let's go up there like that. I didn't have a tram to put on the new tram line, is what I'm saying. So, you got to be careful that you make sure you put the trams, when you get new trams, put them on the lines that you're about to build. And it does get trickier. More passengers pop up. You've got to keep managing your train lines. There is a daily challenge on Steam. So if you go to, if you buy this on Steam, you're linked in with that account. There's a daily challenge. So if you want to compete in the daily challenge, you can log on to that. You've got to have an internet connection. And then you can compete with different people with the daily challenge. It's based on how many passengers. So if you look in the top right hand corner there, we have 172, 3, 5, 6, 7, wow, 177 passengers. We have a new one over there. Let's do that and that and that. That might look good. And so based on how many passengers you end up with, that then ranks you on the leaderboard, essentially. So that's good fun too. I mean, you don't have to. It's just a different kind of an edge. And then after you get to a couple of weeks, you start getting these unique. That's the only way to describe them. These unique stops. So there's a diamond at the bottom there. As you can tell by looking at my board, my game at the moment, I've only got 2 squares out there. There's a diamond bottom in the middle now, and as you go through, you get a star. There's a cross. There's a pentagon, and then the different passengers pop up, and you've got to try and manage where the passengers are going. Well, not really where they're going, because the AI picks them up and takes them, but you got to make sure that they get to where they need to go, because if a station actually builds up with passengers and the trains don't come along and take them away, that's how you lose the game. Let's take another train line, shall we? Tram line. Okay. I'm going to do that. Take that off. So we're going to have lots of stops this time. I'm going to put you through to there. Okay, this is looking interesting. Now I won't show you the whole lot. I won't bore you to tears with everything. But just to give you a bit of an idea of how you play the game, what you need to do. And then if you want to go and grab it, you can probably find it on special on Steam at some point. But yeah, you can find it on Steam and play on, play on Steam and do the achievements and the competitions and all that kind of stuff. See, look, here he is, light blue, coming in, dropping off the 2 diamond ones. So there you have it. There's it's Mini Metro. Oh, I didn't tell you about the game mode. So there's normal, which is what I'm playing now. There's endless, which you just got to be the most efficient you can be, and you just play and play and play. And the third game mode, I'm pretty sure it's called hardcore, or something to that effect. And what you need to do in that game mode is when you place a train track, it stays there. You can't move it. You can't erase it. You can't adjust it. Train tracks and trains and carriages, once you put them down, that's it. That's it. They stay. Oh, I can't do that because that goes across the edge of the river. Pooper. That's okay. And you see down here where the light blue meets the orange, that is starting to fill up with passengers, so it's getting that bar across, and then the orange trains just come across to relieve the pressure there. So that's gone down a little bit, and now that's erased. So there you have it. That's Mini Metro. It's a new little game that I've been playing, been having some fun with. Let's go back to the menu, save that one, and we'll finish on this. Oh no, one more back. There we go. We'll finish on this screen. So that was Mini Metro for your Breaky in bed. If that's a game you end up playing, enjoy. Otherwise, hopefully you've just enjoyed this little preview snapshot review. Thanks for watching. My name is FoxBlockhead. I'll see you in the next one. See you later, alligators.